Hey guys, it's me, Boudreaux, however you want to pronounce it anyways. And today I'm doing a PWNED by 14 tier list, right over here. S to A, B, C, D. Let's, can I add an F tier? I don't do tier lists. Anyways, so I'm just gonna be ranking all the characters by how good I think they are. Now, let's just start off with the survivors first. I'm gonna put Gunhound in B tier. She's probably the most consistent stunner, even with the new nerf of her having to shoot the entity 2 times to stun them. But I still think she's a pretty cool character, you know? Design-wise, she's pretty nice. I mean, she came out of necessity from Jacob being removed, but overall, I think she's pretty average, pretty good. Next, let's do Guess 666. Guess 666 is an S tier. Like, I'm going you may not agree with this, but he is objectively one of the best survivors. Because you just don't even need to interact with the entity in order to get him. Model can track the entity down, you can plant model down and do a lot more damage. You can boost yourself and others by screaming. The wall hop isn't very necessary, but I mean, it's nice to have, So, all I'm saying, he's probably one of the most consistent characters in the game, and one of the most annoying ones if you're the killer. Next up, let's do Prototype. Prototype is in B tier, like, lower than Gunhound, though. Lower than Gunhound. Now you may be wondering, why put the guy you can make, I mean, he's a fine support. He's not that very good of a support, though, just because of how his battery works now. It's nice that it doesn't have a crazy cooldown. That crazy cooldown is compensated with a different cooldown. So his healing is terrible, though. No one ever uses buoyancy, and speed's the only thing he can really use in a last man standing, so he's not very good at supporting others and himself. Next up, let's go with Dragon Dude. Oh my god, they nerfed this guy so hard. Now, it's been a while since I've checked out the stats exactly, but instead of him throwing his hammer, he charges up it and does like a little dash movement with it. And it's still a fine stun, but now the throwing movement is I think it's like a slowdown type of thing, making him just kind of worse than he used to be. He still has a pretty good stun, but I'm putting him in C tier because now he doesn't have the parry anymore. Brandon is going to be our first A tier survivor, just because he's the only assister who can actually heal. That's good, He's better than Prototype. Trying to think. Yeah, Brandon doesn't really have much. He can give overheal as well, which can be useful in a fight, but the entities tend to camp around it, so it kind of makes it a little bit hard, so. I has a face lulls. I'm gonna put her in... I'm gonna put her in B tier, high B tier. Just because she's very interesting right now. She has 3 abilities, technically, where she can pull out her sword, land... Never mind, she's going up into A tier. She's the only character in the game that still has her parry ability, and that also does a mini stun as well. She can do normal stuns with a dash, and she can just knock back the killer with the sword, which is essentially just a more rapid-fire version of Gunhound's, holding the BB gun. Now, she's good, but every time she swings her sword, she loses stamina, so that makes her kind of mediocre. at times. I mean, that's if you go hog wild with it, but Raggedy Ann, I'm just gonna put in D tier. I see no one using her. Her abilities are kind of mediocre, with having an off-brand B soda as one of them. Healing, it's like a caretaker thing where you can never hit them, you know? So, she just ends up being kind of and not as useful as the other healers, you know? Alright, we're moving on to the killers. Killer Kyle, I'm putting in B tier. Now, he's a pretty good run-of-the-mill survivor. I think he's fits as the new default with his abilities. It's like you can never hit your knives when you are the killer, but when you're a survivor, they hit them perfectly. Dashes, that seems kind of fair. Can be hard and can be easy to counter. And his clone ability just doesn't really work that well, though. So, I mean, he's just a really run-of-the-mill survivor. Next, we have Crash. She's an S tier. They just made JXD but better. That's what Crash Dummy is. She has a projectile, which makes her a lot better. The projectile can bounce. She has a dash, and she can grab on if she, like, supercharges. She's just JXD but better. I don't know what to tell you. She can be a little bit hard around certain maps with walls, though, like Teapot Palace, I'd say. But besides that, she's really good. Next up, we have the Collector. I'm putting the Collector in A tier. The Collector is a trapper, meaning he's also really map dependent, like Crash Dummy. But I think the Collector's pretty good, even with his nerfed M1. His teleport's a little finicky, but I mean, he still has pretty good mobility for being the big heavy guy killer, you know? And next finally we have the Stalker. Stalker is high A tier. Hello. I'm gonna reorganize this to fit better, okay? Yeah. So, Crash Dummy is best character, Guess is best survivor, Stalker is, like, second best killer. Stalker has a really kind of moveset, where you think, oh, like, he's alright, but he's not alright. He can go ham on you, just because of that short M1 windup. He has a dash ability, which killers don't, one of them. He can block off areas with the yelling, turn invisible, wall hop. He's pretty good. I mean, it just seems like it seems like Crash Dummy for more advanced people, if that's the only way I can put it, you know? But yeah, I mean, Stalker's kind of fine. I kind of wish he had more to him, but... So that has been the tier list. Objectively, the worst survivor right now is Raggedy Ann, and the best survivor is Guess666, as well as Crash Dummy. I hope you enjoyed this tier list. I might do more videos like this in the future. I'm kind of just doing this on a whim. But yeah, see ya.